Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm going to be working in my faith planner. I cannot believe it, all the way up to planning for the first week of August. That is crazy. The summer is flying by. So yeah, I'm getting all set in my faith planner. I'm going to use this beautiful set. This is called Meet Me in the Margins. It's from Abigail Clone over at Illustrated Faith, and it has a lovely devotional in it. Love Abigail's thoughts and words. And then of course these beautiful pieces right here that I'm planning on including in my faith planner. So a simple decorating, that's the plan today. I will link everything that I used down below. Otherwise, I'll put you all on fast forward. Let's go. What is the purpose of faith planning? That is a question that I have been asked over and over and over again. And first of all, I would like to say that you don't have to have a purpose in your crafting, in your creativity. Being creative is letting something that's inspiring inside of you out. And it can be for the world to see, but it also can just be for you to really be true to yourself and to what your heart wants to create. So, no, you don't have to have a purpose behind any of your planning. It's okay to just enjoy decorative planning because you enjoy it and not to have to explain it to anyone else. For me, faith planning, I've been doing faith planning for a while, and yes, it is totally worth it for me. This is a planner that I come to almost every day. Probably 95% of my days I start in this faith planner because it is where I like to take notes when I study my Bible. It helps keep me organized and on track with Bible study, and for that reason, I really enjoy it. I did do plenty of Bible studying before I ever found faith planning. And so having a faith planner, not necessary to help you keep on track, but do I enjoy it? Yes. Do I enjoy all of these bright images? Yes. Are they necessary in order to study my Bible? Definitely not, but that's okay. We all learn in different ways. We all find joy in different things at different times. And so this is something that I really, really enjoy. And so I don't feel like it's ever a waste of time. What I really like, especially about my faith planner, is that the creativity part of it, the colorful part of it, is only just a small amount of the time that I am spending in this. So I decorate this once a week. It probably takes me anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes total to decorate it, and then it's done. And then the rest of the time that I'm in that faith planner is for reading and taking notes and things like that. So if you are wondering if faith planning is just a little bit quote unquote extra, or if it's not something that you want to waste your time with, just think of what helps inspire you in your study. And it's okay. Like, there are people that really enjoy certain Bibles, and having a new Bible inspires them to dig in, and that's okay. It's what works with your faith journey. And for me, faith planning has really helped me stay focused. It really has helped spark a lot of joy as I read in my Bible and take notes in my faith planner. And so I'm going to stick with it for as long as it still does that for me. And then if I feel like changing and studying in a different way, I can always feel free to do that. As you have seen before, I like to keep my faith planning relatively simple when I decorate. So what I'm going to do is down here, I'm using that gray grid and that kind of wonky orange washi tape to create a road of sorts on the bottom of my page, because I really like these vans, these kind of throwback vans that are as part of the set. And then I'm just going to create some clusters. I'm enjoying the sun background. I like the style that Abigail did all of these drawings. It feels like they were done with a marker, like they were doodled out, and I think that is so adorable and so cute. Generally, I do add washi tape to the spread here at the top because I don't use the soap method that is written out in most of Happy Planner's faith products. So I just generally cover it up with washi tape. I'm going to bring in this bright blue just because there's some of that blue throughout the florals in this set, and so I feel like it really highlights that. And then I'm going to do a little bit of extra over here. This is the part, see how it printed? I feel like it looks like markers and I'm loving it. So I really like these kind of beams, these sun ray look that is over here. So I'm going to trim this out and then change up the edge just a little bit, and I'm going to use it to fill up the margin over on this side of the page. So when I'm decorating my faith planner, I've said this lots before, I like to leave a lot of room for writing because that's the purpose for me for my faith planner. So I generally really focus my decorations over here on the sidebar. I've seen people that do it in different ways. There are lots of people that keep lists over here of what they're going to study, or maybe a prayer list or something like that. And their decorations might be even more minimal as far as, you know, just a sticker here or there. It's what works for you and how you like to do your faith planning. So I'm going to just have a little cluster going on over here. We'll put our little bus right there and then add a few florals. I wanted to use the florals to kind of soften up the edges over here of where those sunbeams are, and you're going to see that kind of come to a completion as I get to the end. I just keep bringing more and more florals over, but we're going to use this one right here. We'll cover up that little section. Meet me in the margins as the title of this section. I can easily hole punch a devotional or disc punch the devotional and stick it right in here to study. I love Abigail's insight. She is a college student but is wise beyond her years. So I love, love, love reading her devotionals and seeing some of the lessons that she is learning, and how I love how she shares them with us all. And you can see there's just not a ton of like deep thought that goes into the decorating part of this. I'm just using all of these gorgeous printables, appreciating some of the artwork that the amazingly talented artists over at Illustrated Faith have created, just trimming off a little bit of extra, making sure the washi stays down. We'll have this sun over here, but instead of the VW bust that is on this cutout already, I think I'll end up covering it up just because I wanted something that had a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit more present. So we'll take this bus and just put it over the top of the one that was there to give it a little bit more, again, trimming off the edges. And pretty much once I place the last few pieces, then this faith planner page will be done. It's ready for me to fill it out during the week. I love that we have these little journaling pieces because that's where I like to put some big lessons that I learned or something that is super impactful. Maybe write out a verse or two. That's nice to have these in your spread. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. As always, I will link supplies that I used in this video down below. Let me know what you think of faith planning. Have you tried faith planning? How do you like to faith plan? I definitely want to hear about it in the comments below. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for your support. You are the reason that I'm able to put out these videos. It really means a lot. It doesn't cost a lot to add that little bit of monthly support, but you get a ton of perks, and so I think it's definitely worth checking out. All right, I hope that you all have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.